What's going on, guys? Chris here at Rusty Ratchet. Here's the 1982 Porsche 911 Targa that I bought off eBay and flipped it for 100% plus profit. You can see the car is in pieces. It's missing everything, but there is all the parts to this vehicle. And you can see the motor actually has a Holley carburetor on it. This picture here is actually after I painted everything, and the interior is way better than it was before. In this picture here, they had the Speedster cap on the back of it. Previous owner actually wants to make it look like a Speedster. The trunk here is a nightmare. It's got all that rubberized undercoated on it. You can see here they cut the Targa bar off it. And this one here, this is what it looked like when I brought it home. This is after I painted everything. I kind of like jumped around with some of these pictures here. I'm sorry about that. And these pictures here is everything that I painted the inside. But what I'm trying to do here is actually line up the Targa top with the Targa bar and get that welded in. I kind of like did a little backwards there. Now I'm actually starting to sand the car and get it ready for primer. The car actually had zero rust on it. I couldn't complain with that. And again, here's another picture of the motor. The motor ran a little hard. Well, the only thing that was actually wrong with the motor was broken head studs. And here is all the parts that I got with the vehicle. There was a lot of brand new stuff. I mean, you can see the dash here is actually in pretty good shape. Steering wheel is actually pretty good. This is actually before I took the interior out of it. It's all dirty. Here's some more stuff like windshield wipers, the sugar scoops. Then here's the interior door panels and partial shelf. You got some more trim, some more interior pieces. And you got the teacup tray, the lower valance. The guy had this in storage since like 1995. He started painting everything, went through a divorce, and that was it. This was actually on there the way I got it. I took everything off. CDI box, brand new. I sold that. And you got the transmission here. You can see it's got brand new seals. Then you got the heater box for the for your heat. They're actually in really good shape. Again, brand new axles. I got brand new trans mount. Can't argue with that. It actually had a little bit of leak, but that's probably from sitting for since 1995. And then you got the transmission. I just popped that up there. Then you got the fenders. They never got a chance to paint those. This was a teacup tray. It actually looked pretty good on there. And like I said, this guy had everything, mostly everything painted. This is after I put everything together. It actually came out pretty well. There's all the other toys I have. I'm getting ready to pull the motor out of this. And also there's the motor itself. Also in one of those other videos or other clips, you'll see brand new Bosch boxes, had brand new Bosch European taillight lenses in them. There's the motor, teacup tray. Here's the nightmare. This thing took me days to get all that rubberized undercoating off. And there's the wonderful Holley 600. I sold that intake with the carburetor. That went to a good home. A friend of mine bought it. He wanted it. I would never put that air cleaner on because the gas actually melts that foam and drops all the crumbs down inside. Start it right up though. You give it a little bit of gas and that thing started right up. And that motor now is in my 1980 911. Now I'm actually getting ready to sand this thing down, put it in primer. You can see the ink on the brand new clutch that it had in there. Had a brand new flywheel, brand new pressure plate, brand new clutch, throw out bearing. Couldn't ask for more. And here you go. I'm taking it all down to the metal. Got it all in primer now. Getting more of the car in primer. I'll show you a couple more photos of this. I don't know what's worse, listening to me do a voiceover or horrible music on YouTube. I feel sorry for you either way. Then here we're cleaning up the inside. Now, I did find out on the inside, if you go to Harbor Freight, they have the electric scraper. It knocks up that tar real easy. You could probably do both sides of them floorboards in like less than a half hour. So I got the wire wheel there, and I started taking the glue off and all that stuff. You just clean everything up. Then you get it for primer, as we see here. And I just primer this thing right outside. Doesn't matter if you get bugs or dirt in it, because you're going to sand it all down again anyway. Solid floorboards. This is a really good car, very solid car. No rust again whatsoever. And then we got some painted photos. I actually had a really good time building this car. The first one that I built. Besides the black one, I should say. The black one's Frankenstein. I think the dealer might have cut those circles in the floorboard up there, or the toe board, firewall, whatever you want to call it, for the AC. The engine bay looks a lot better now. See the holes up there? It actually had AC. I think the dealer might have done it. Now you can see in the photo here where I actually welded on the target bar, using the target top to get everything lined up and fit it right. And I started painting everything piece by piece. We got the hood painted that. I think I painted maybe like 3 parts at a time. I didn't want to get the garage overloaded. It's only a 900 square foot garage. I painted everything. I painted the hood hinges, as you can see. There's the door. Then we got the hood coming up here. And then the other doors coming up. And then I actually painted the back of the car. But you see that the trunk actually came out a lot better than what it looked like before. That was horrible. Complete haggard. You see the welds. And you'll see that maroon Targa will be the next one that gets built. I'll put a video of that up. Now I'm starting to bolt up the fenders. Got the doors on now. Get everything going. Got some nice overspray on the tires. That's my roll around tires. Now I'm schutzing everything, get all that undercoated. Keeps the rocks from chipping. Now the car is starting to look like a car. Got everything done. I think in these photos I just got done wet sanding everything and buffing it all out. I just gotta plug all those wires that are hanging. The trunk actually looks way better. They had that rubberized undercoating sprayed all over everything. Fresh air blower, all that. The battery box here was completely solid. Nothing wrong, no rust again at all. So I did the undercoating on there. Rebuilt the pedal cluster here. Got that all nice and clean and painted. I'll eventually put the old taillight lenses in there because they're in pretty decent shape. I kept the brand new ones. Put them on my car. I swapped the Euro bumper out and stuck that on my black car. You see the gauges are all going in. These gauges here were taken out of my 1980. Those gauges were all rebuilt. I took them out and stuck them in my 1980. This was a pretty cool reflection. I had to take a picture of that. My garage floor is not that clean anymore. Get everything, make sure everything's all cleaned and undercoated. protect it from all that rust that will try and show up. Bottom's all clean. No big dents. No fog lights. Yeah, we got fog lights. Here's another picture of that reflection. That's just an awesome picture. There we go. We got the tail lights put back in now. Car's actually coming along looking like a car. Got sugar scoops on. And you gotta get that bumper done. Now I got the sound deadening stuff I rolled on. Get that so you get some vibrations taken out of the car. Now the actual car looks like a car. Got the Fuchs all painted up and put on. Too much sun glare, looks almost pink. The rear spoiler that you've seen, I actually sold that at the Hershey show. That was actually the teacup tray. Like I said, I had a whole bunch of parts that I sold. It came with tons of parts. And that's basically how, and plus I kept the motor and trans, the gauges. I swapped the suspension out. The suspension on this one was a lot better. That's how I made 100% profit off the car. This car actually, I just had labor sanding and painting and actually got a free motor and a bunch of parts out of it. It's probably one of the best flips I've ever did and probably ever will do. Got all the tags there. It actually looks really good outside. These cars look just so good in Guards Red, in my opinion. That's what the original color was on this. Interior looks pretty good in here. Threw some of the floor mats down. And there's the old bumpers that were off my black car. I had to swap the bumper out. Your bumper looks so much better. And stay tuned for the maroon car to get done. That actually had a rear engine fire. I bought that as a roller. Then this will be the last photo of it in my garage. And then now it's off to its happy home. So if you like the video, just like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.